Hello students, how are you? Dear student, today we start a new chapter, chapter number 5th in our 10th syllabus, periodic classification of elements. So first we describe the elements. Elements means a pure substance. That means they represent own properties. And elements and atom both are similar. Only the definition are differ. And in modern time or present time, we study modern periodic table. In this periodic table are classified according to block wise, group wise, period wise, and every block or group or period, how many numbers of elements are present. The properties are some properties, not whole or all types of properties are similar. Some types of properties are similar. So we arrange this all types of periodic table, different types of block like that S, P, D, F in modern periodic table, and group wise total in modern periodic table 18 group we describe when the turn, and also block wise, sorry, period wise. So total 7 periods, and this periods block also uh, classify according to alkali earth metal, halogen, noble gas means zero group, non-reactive, transitional, inner transitional, representative group. So this all types of elements are atom to classify according to their properties. But first things, why we classify the elements? Means suppose in ancient time, means and in 1860, some limited elements known, 4 or 5. After that 12, 18, 42, 64, 80. But in present time 118. So why we classify the elements? The first things, why we arrange this all types of elements in periodic table. So the main reason, we know that what is the properties of an elements. So according to their properties of elements, they arrange in group or block or periods. So first things, classification of elements, the arrangement of elements into different group on the basis of similarities in their properties, it's called classification of elements. And the classification of similar elements into group makes the study of elements easier. There are about 114 different elements known so far. For example, suppose in a school, in a single class have 80 students sitting. So the teacher control or deliver the speech, copy correction, and other types of work can difficulty. But this 80 student, in case distribute in different types of sections, suppose A, B, C, or D also, 20, 25 the ratio. So it is easy to teacher for teaching, copy correction, discipline, and other types of thing. Same as usual here also, the elements, suppose 118 elements, they have no arrangement, no group, no block, no periods. So that is the problem. We study their properties, electronic configuration, physical properties, chemical properties, oxidation value, many more types of things. So this is the important of classification of an elements. And second points, earlier attempts at classification of elements. So the earliest attempt to classify elements was growing the then known elements, about 30 elements, into two groups called metal and non-metal. And the defect in this classification was that it had no place for metallites. So first I explain metal and non-metal. Means in total periodic table 118 elements are classified into two groups, metal and non-metal. But actually this all metals and non-metal, but some metallite also. Metal means if any types of element they donate the electron, that means they lost the electron and represent positive. And non-metal, that means if any types of electron they receive the electron and or gain the electron and represent negative. So these types of properties we classify metal and non-metal. But metallites means some types of elements they represent both types of character, both types of properties. So these types of elements we say it's a metallites. So earlier the classification they have no any space, though have no any places of metallites. That is the drawbacks, that is the defects of classification in earlier. So this is the introduction of fifth chapter, periodic classification of an elements. And step by step the scientists who represent the periodic law and also make a distribution of different types of elements according to their properties or we study. Okay, thank you.